and sometimes I was not able to articulate my thoughts. But nowadays I am noticing that I can articulate my thoughts, I can express my opinion to everyone.
Hi. Hello.
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Satyam, and welcome to the session. I'm really thrilled and glad to have you here. How are you?
Yeah, ma'am, I am good. I'm good so far.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
And how
That's
about you, ma'am? How are you?
I'm super excited for the session and I'm exceptionally doing great.
Hmm.
Yeah. So yes, welcome to Try to Thrive YouTube channel and welcome to my session. Tell me about yourself
Hmm.
since you are here for the very first time.
Yes, ma'am. First of all, thank you, ma'am, for replying your email. And I imagined that you would not reply me, but you replied me. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And I am Satyam Sharma. I am from Jharkhand. I was born in Jharkhand and brought up in Punjab.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, I am pursuing BTech in Computer Science Engineering in Jharkhand, in Bokaro district, which is also known as the Steel Manufacturing Complex of India.
Mm-hmm.
And my hobbies are listening to music, reading books, and I am really into autobiographies and self-help, self-growth books,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and that's all about me.
Mm. Oh, that's great. That's fantastic to know about you. You are into autobiographies and self help motivational kind of books, which is great, which ultimately help us to grow in life and change our mindset and mentality and foster growth mindset. That's great. Okay. In which year are
Mm.
you in currently? You're doing engineering, right?
Right now, yes, ma'am. Right now, I am in second year.
Second year. Okay.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah.
I connected to a few engineers these days. One of them is Nanda, I guess.
Mm.
I uploaded the video maybe yesterday or day before
Yeah,
yesterday. It's, okay, so you
yeah.
born
I
in
have watched.
you have watched it.
Yes, ma'am.
Great.
He was pursuing a triple E.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't have much knowledge about it, but yes, he mentioned that, and he's very smart guy. Follows a very smart strategies to not attend those lectures and learn by himself from YouTube by watching a few lectures and all that. Like,
Mm.
he uses the smart strategy to get the job as soon as he completes his degree. That's his plan.
Yes.
So maybe you are looking forward to
You
do the
know,
same.
yes, ma'am. We actually all engineers have the same kind of strategy. Like whenever they get distracted, they start taking out something interesting, whatever they finding to make them growth or to thrive.
Hmm. Okay, that's great. Even lovely
Mm.
to know. Okay, what is the story behind born in Jharkhand, brought up in Punjab? What is the story behind it?
Yeah. The story was a similar story. It was like a village person. My father is a labor, so my father had been working there for almost 10 years. So he took us with him.
Okay, okay. So your father was
Mm.
working in Punjab, and that is why you shifted to Punjab for
Yes,
10
ma'am.
years.
But yes, and
Okay.
this is one of the main reason. That's why I could learn and I could start learning English, because
What
when
is
you
the
are
main reason?
familiar with because I was in Punjab, so I was able to learn Punjabi. I was in that environment, and it helped me a lot to learn Punjabi. And at that time, I realized that English is not a subject; it is a language, just like other language. So anyone can learn it if they see as that subject as a language, not as a subject.
Yeah, absolutely. We all Indians,
Mm.
some or the other way, we realize over time, like English essence of English, and that is a language and it can be learned, it can be mastered if we give proper time.
Yes, ma'am.
That's fantastic to know. Okay, any
Mm,
specific thing if you would like to mention here or share with my audience related to your English learning journey? Any embarrassing moment if you would like to share, or any specific strategy which you follow to improve on regular basis that you can share with my audience? And if there is any little any problem that you struggle with, or any struggle that you feel while speaking you come across, or any strategy you use for mastering vocabulary and incorporating new words in your
mm.
speaking on regular basis, because these are the main things which people always come across while mastering this skill. So can you just share anything which you like or which you are into, like good at or struggling? Yes.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Like when I was, it was a story that I was not good at English when I was in 10th standard, and I used to get good marks, more than 80 marks in all subjects except English. And that was the main reason why I started learning English, because I was afraid of it. Whenever I feel like I am afraid of anything, then I started taking, making them as a strong point.
Face the fear.
Yeah,
Okay.
face the fear and face the challenge directly.
Great. Oh, that's a great
And
message. Hmm.
mm, and when I was in 10th class, every student used to face the same challenge when they are in 10th standard. They used to feel like social science is the toughest subject among all subjects. And
Hmm.
there was a person, like he was my friend, and he told me that social science is my favorite subject. And at that time I was laughing in my mind that how could it be possible that social science, it is toughest subject among all subjects and it is the favorite subject of him. Then I couldn't sleep at that night when he shared this thing with me. And I started thinking that how could it be possible. Then I started spending time with that subject. Then I realized that when I starting spending time with that subject, I get to know about it more, and it start becoming my favorite subject. And at the end, it was the favorite subject of me. And I secured very good marks at social science.
But not at English.
Not at
English
English, yes,
was
man,
still
because
the toughest subject for each of us. I am able to
mm,
resonate totally with this. It was difficult for me too. And yes, I
mm,
agree. Like when you dig deeper into any subject, it becomes interesting, and you get interest in
mm,
that. This is how I built the reading habit. Earlier, I was not very good at reading, even not interested at all. During my, I remember I'm from Navodaya, so in Navodayas there are libraries. Like you get libraries in JNU. Also, there's a huge, big, colossal library. We have that, but I never ever spent time there to read anything, never ever picked any book. Like I remember back in school, used to go to library. There was always a period every 3 days a week. There was a period of library, computer, then music, then art,
mm.
like this. So I used to go to library and watch, see the magazines open and see the pictures and all that.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
then in the newspaper also the same I used to do. I never ever thought of reading anything special, not even in Hindi. I never liked that, reading that much. But I think when I started and I started understanding things in a well manner, then it became my very very great habit, which I love the most. This is what I do mostly, almost always in my spare time, which is reading. And that's
Mm,
something which make me happy too when I do that. So it's great. And it happens with everyone that when they find like okay, something is different and they dig deeper into it, when they give some time to it, then it becomes
mm.
interesting over time. Great. Okay, so
And
can
one
you
more thing I learned
Mhm.
that
Mhm.
like the hack, how can we make a subject or anything a favorite, or
Okay.
how can make anything our strong point? If there is only that, you have to deal with it, you have to just face it and try to spend time with it, and that's all.
Absolutely. Hmm.
Mm.
Absolutely. Okay. So, what are the struggles you are currently facing while speaking English?
Nowadays, as all, I am also facing struggle. I every time forget vocabulary to express my views and express my opinion, and sometimes I was not able to articulate my thoughts. But nowadays I am noticing that I can articulate my thoughts, I can express my opinion to everyone.
Wow.
And one of the like major challenge which I am facing nowadays is my roommates and my other hostelers.
Hmm.
Hostel life is a very difficult, or we can say it is a very memorable moment. It is like we are traveling in roller coaster. Sometimes there is peaks and sometimes there are lows.
Hmm. Yeah,
Mm.
absolutely. I have the experience of being in hostel for many, many years, so
Mm.
I am able to relate with it. Great. Okay. So vocabulary was your problem earlier, but now you are able to represent well while speaking. And how your friends are a big challenge. Do they mock? Do they laugh at you, or do they make fun of you?
No, 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 no. No, like my friends are very cooperatable with me. They give me time, but sometimes when I am speaking with my co-learners on any application to practice my English, started playing Free Fire. He is shouting, then kill other enemy. Why are you looking at him? What are you doing? Why don't you kill them? He was moving from your side. He was shouting like, and I was like, please, yeah, please
Mm.
don't shout. I'm
Okay, they
speaking with
disturb
my
you.
co-learner.
They disturb
Mm,
and distract you when you do your regular practices. Friends are known like to do these things.
yeah.
Okay, but still, like they make
And
your journey a little enjoyable. Like you are able to enjoy, and then okay, yeah.
and one of the great thing of my roommate, he doesn't allow anyone to interfere his life. He
Hmm.
never takes anyone's thoughts or anyone's words seriously. He takes his words seriously, and he always listen to his intention or his inner voice. Like he is still in second year and he is listening to audio stories.
Great. He must be a very,
That is
very
a
great personality. He will do something extraordinary in his life, I believe, because people who are into that kind of genre, like believing their own
mm,
notion on vibe energy, and they're able to get from it what their gut feeling is saying, they
mm,
are believing in that
yes.
instead of listening to everyone else and becoming deaf to the society, deaf to the other people, what people think of them, what
Mm,
people have perceived them, how people have perceived them. That
mm,
doesn't matter in order to become an extraordinary personality. So he will achieve that.
yeah. And ma'am, when they distract me, I start making myself more stronger. That they can only distract me, but when I start feeling more stronger, that if this is the only challenge, I can face it. When they start shouting, I started shouting on me, "Don't disturb me." Then he calmed down and he get out of the room.
He calms down and he gets out of the room.
After.
Okay,
Mm.
happens. Okay, we have to face these things also simultaneously. Okay, what do you think is a holistic approach in order to master any skill or in order to learn any language?
In my opinion, yeah, as you have mentioned in your videos, the only way to master is just immerse yourself into that language or into that skill. This is the only fastest way through which a person and whoever wants to learn, they can learn easily.
Absolutely. Immersing yourself
Mm,
into the language, into the particular
mm,
environment is really imperative in order to master this particular language or any skill, anything that you want to be very good at, very extraordinary at.
mm,
You have to give time
mm,
and you have to dig deeper into that. But the holistic approach is like you are going to cover every area which is required in order to
Mm,
master something. For example, when
mm,
it comes to mastering any language, there are four, things that we have to focus upon, and they are utmost, which
mm,
is reading, listening, speaking, and writing. Simultaneously,
right.
like that, thinking plays a vital role when it comes to speak English fluently, because if you are able to think properly directly in the same language which you want to speak, then it gives you the
Mm,
clarity and gives you the motivation, and it helps you to speak English fluently. Otherwise, what happens, some people have the habit of listening in Hindi or in their mother tongue, then they go with the
mm,
translation loop. Okay, so that hinders their fluency. That is one factor. Second is that reduces their confidence. That really hinders their
mm,
confidence level too, because they take a lot of time to think and then they speak. So when they are taking time in themselves, in their mind itself, there is a message, oh, I am not able to speak it, and then the confidence goes down immediately. Even though maybe the person
mm,
is very good at English, but the confidence goes down because of the translation, because of not thinking uh, in English directly. That is again a problem. So here we cannot just go with the four things, which is reading, listening, writing, and speaking. We have to master the
mm,
thinking process too, directly in
mm,
English, or in the language which you want to speak. It can be any other language too. But it is a little
mm,
challenging when it comes to, I think, think in any other language. But thinking in English is not that much challenging, I believe, because of the plethora of content, the adequate resources we
yes,
have.
ma'am.
Because what happens when you are listening all the time English, like you are listening my videos, listening to my videos, you are listening to
Mm,
motivational speakers, you are listening to audiobooks, then
mm,
always you have those words in your mind, you have those phrases, the sentences, how people mention, how the
mm,
tone and everything. When you listen, the mind, again and again reminds you. So that is already in your mind. So when you are even not listening, your mind is able to think that. And I think that is why
mm,
thinking in English is not that much difficult, because of the adequate resources, I believe. After that, in
mm,
holistic approach, one more thing, which is vocabulary, which plays really an essential role in our speaking, right? Speaking, writing,
mm,
both, because speaking and writing are the outputs, and they come only when we have inputs. So vocabulary is
yes,
again a
ma'am.
major and utmost thing when it comes to acquiring knowledge and getting the input first. So vocabulary is one I prefer, and I tell everybody to read or learn two words in a day at least, and that's how you build your vocabulary, and that really helps a lot, because once you are able to you know tell
Mm,
efficiently your and present efficiently your
yeah,
thoughts, what you are thinking, what you are feeling,
yeah.
those thoughts and feelings need vocabulary to express effectively,
Yes,
to make
ma'am.
an impact, right?
Mm,
So for that reason
yes,
we
ma'am.
need vocabulary. So this is like an holistic
Mm,
approach which you can follow, anybody can follow who is watching the video, and that's how we master the
mm,
language. Hmm.
And additionally, ma'am, from where we get vocabularies to say and to get it, and I always do like everyone says that YouTube shorts are very distracting,
Hmm.
but like I always try to watch videos and YouTube shorts in English, and
Hmm.
it helps me a lot to get new words, and that is the only way from which I can get to know about new words, and I am learning new vocabulary.
That's great. Yes, from shorts also you can learn in even lesser time,
Mm,
but they are
mm.
distracting because we are scrolling. Then it can
Yeah,
be
we are scrolling
distracting
again
thing.
and again.
Yeah, otherwise you can
Mm,
watch short videos and you can learn a lot from those. And especially for people who have less time, like I also come across such people who are working professionals, even many, because I think in this field, people who are working on English are really working professionals. They are facing the problem, and that is why they want to learn. So they have less time, so they can go with shorts. If they have less time, they can just watch the same short again and again. They can just master that vocabulary and then
mm.
incorporate while speaking. Okay, in your mail itself you mentioned that you are learning a lot of words from my videos, right?
Yes,
So let's test your vocabulary. Would you
yes,
like
ma'am.
that?
Yes, ma'am. I will try my best.
That's great. You have accepted the challenge. Okay, so I'm going to tell the word and you have to tell me the meaning first. What is the meaning of laborious?
Laborious. I think it is related with labor.
Hmm, that's right.
Uh, Laborious, requiring considerable time and effort.
Hmm. Absolutely, that's great. This is I think I discussed with the Nandha too when he joined.
Yes.
That's great. Okay, that shows that you learned. Okay, the next word is resilient. Tell me the meaning of resilient.
Resilient. The meaning of resilient is a person who faces the challenges and come back again with into his enthusiasm to
Hmm.
by upgrading themselves,
Hmm.
recovers quickly from the
Excellent.
difficulties.
Excellent. Who recovers quickly from difficulties is
Hmm.
resilient. In simple English, we can say a person who is very flexible. Right.
Hmm.
Okay. The next one
Ma'am,
is
how this word is different from versatile?
versatile and resilient. Versatile is a person who is multi-skilled and able
Okay,
to
okay, okay, okay.
adapt things a little,
Hmm.
not exactly the same word but different. A person who is able to adapt the changes easily,
Okay.
and who is all
Hmm.
rounder kind of person who is very good at a lot of things.
Okay.
That is versatile and resilient,
Okay.
who faces the challenges but who come like challenges come in his way, but he recovers and he comes back and he bounces back again.
Okay.
So he's flexible.
Hmm.
He is not stuck at the place of that, like if the person hits the rock bottom then the person is there or giving up. No, the person comes back. So that is resilient. Okay.
Yeah, it is kind of struggle.
Hmm. So the next word is demonstrate.
Demonstrate to explain something
Hmm.
in an elegant or gracefully way.
Absolutely. Demonstrate is in an explicit manner, you can say explicitly explained something, or kind of depicting or showcasing something with the help of examples, or kind of exhibition too, we can say that is a demonstration of something. Okay.
Hmm.
There are some
Yes, ma'am.
synonyms I have mentioned, that is depict, illustrate and showcase. You can use how you
Yes.
demonstrate your personality, how you demonstrate the formulas and rule and regulations,
Hmm.
how effective you are at illustrating the way of talking to people, like this you can use. Okay. What is the meaning of
Hmm.
amalgamation?
Amalgamation. I think it is related to illusion.
Hmm. Okay. Here you can get the meaning in the chat box.
Okay. The action or progress of uniting or merging.
Hmm. Yeah, amalgamation is when the two companies are coming together. That is amalgamation of a X and Y company. Now they are going to work in the
Hmm.
amalgamation, right? And
Hmm.
in my how I use and how it is related to my life is like when I tell that amalgamation of four practices is required when it comes to mastering the
Hmm.
language. So like this I use this word. So that is again a different way to master or learn the word, when you are able to relate this word with your own life. So in my life, when I talk about the four different approach to learn the language and the six different things that you have to incorporate, then I tell this the
Hmm.
amalgamation of all the practices is required. Yeah.
Yes.
The merging of all the
Yes.
practices, you cannot skip any of them. Yeah. So that's how
Yes.
I use this word mostly. Okay. Now the
Uh,
word is vicinity.
Vicinity.
Yes.
I have never heard this before.
Okay. Something new you got today. Here is the meaning.
Hmm.
Can you just
The,
read it?
the area near or surrounding a
Hmm. The area near or surrounding a particular place. A particular place. That's in
place.
my vicinity. There is no supermarket, or in the vicinity of my hostel there is no supermarket, or in the vicinity of
Yes.
my room, in the vicinity of my home, in the vicinity of my hostel there is a lot of rush. There is a everything is available in the vicinity of my hostel, like this. If you're talking, if somebody is asking about The area, then you can talk about the area. Similarly, you can replace with vicinity, area, vicinity, near area
Okay.
of your
Yeah.
hostel room. Yeah.
Example was related with my real life. Like it is real that in my vicinity there are no supermarket.
Okay, that is related. So you have to
Yeah,
go
that is
far
very related.
from. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, that's little
I think more than
challenging
six or
then.
7 kilometers away.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
So in your vicinity, there is no supermarket.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the next word is squeeze out.
Squeeze out. It is the essence, I think,
It is no.
related to
Yeah, here you go. You can read the meaning.
mm, extract liquid or a soft substance from something by compressing and twisting it formally.
Compressing and twisting it,
Yeah,
like how
yeah,
we.
like a lemon squeeze.
Hmm.
Okay.
That is a liquid
Yeah.
substance we extract from that lemon, right? By compressing and twisting
Mm,
it. So that is one we use, squeeze the lemon or squeeze the
mm,
lemon juice out of lemon, right? This is one
yeah.
way to use it. And second, there's a two meanings. Second is force somebody out of activity or post.
Mm,
So this is related to our pandemic time. So during pandemic, during lockdown, many people were squeezed out from the post, from the
mm,
company. So जब आप किसी को बाहर कर देते हैं,
mm.
like kind of firing somebody, है ना, किसी को एक post से
Yes,
हटा
ma'am.
दिया, that is again squeezing out somebody from that particular post or from that particular project or activity. Like this you can use.
Yes, and in summers, most of people will use lemon to squeeze out the juice.
Yeah, the liquid substance from it. Okay. The last one, if you. Okay, that is ferocious. Can you tell me the meaning of ferocious?
Ferocious. No, ma'am.
Okay, here it
I
is
don't know.
again. There are two meanings of this word again. Yeah.
Cruel and violent.
Hmm. Cruel, violent.
And
So this is the negative meaning of ferocious, which is like savagely fierce. बहुत ज़्यादा डरावना कुछ है, बहुत ज़्यादा cruel कुछ है, something violent. Kind of a lion, kind of attack, which is ferocious, which is very fierce, cruel, and violent. Then you can say it is really, it was the attempt of attacking this party or attacking this animal, or this
mm,
animal attacked if somebody, then you can say it was really a ferocious attack or attempt.
it was,
That is the negative meaning of it, and the positive one is something great, something extremely
wait,
great, or something intense, strong, severe, very great. Then you can again say it is ferocious. Like any speech
uh,
was given by somebody on stage, and you can say, oh wow, it was a great attempt, so it was a ferocious one. It was great. जैसे वर्ड है ना हिंदी में खतरनाक, एंड द खतरनाक वर्ड इज लाइक
yes, ma'am.
नेगेटिव वर्ड कि खतरनाक, बट हम इसे हिंदी
Negative.
में पॉजिटिव
Yes.
में भी यूज करते हैं। जैसे मैंने आपको कहा कि क्या खतरनाक परफॉर्मेंस दी आपने, है ना, देन वी आर यूजिंग द
Mm,
वर्ड इन अ
yes.
पॉजिटिव मैनर। आई एम नॉट सेइंग यू आर
Positive
बीटिंग
way.
समबडी और यू हैव डन समथिंग बैड,
Yes,
नो।
ma'am.
आपने अगर स्पीच अच्छी दी और
Mm,
मैं बोल रही हूँ, वाह क्या खतरनाक स्पीच थी, इट मीन्स दिस आई एम यूजिंग इट इन अ पॉजिटिव मैनर। सिमिलरली द वर्ड इज अ लिटिल नेगेटिव बट इट इज यूज्ड इन अ पॉजिटिव मैनर टू। गॉट इट?
yes, ma'am.
Great.
Yes.
Okay, let's discuss two more words, and I'm hoping that you know the meaning of these two words. One is privilege.
Privilege means rights, that some
Hmm.
rights, special rights that is given to someone.
Absolutely. Special right or advantage if you get since your birth. That is, then you can say, yeah, it's my privilege to have
Yes.
rich family. It's my privilege to have very authentic people around me. It is my privilege that I born in this home, or I got opportunity to go out. I got opportunity to study in this big and prestigious university. It was my privilege. So like this, we can say a special right or
And
advantage if you have. Can you make a sentence using it?
yeah, this is my privilege that I am talking with you and I am having a conversation with you.
Likewise, it is a privilege for me to connect to people like you who are really passionate to master their skills and ready to learn English. Okay, and even again, they are ready to approach and grab the opportunities whenever they come across. such. Okay.
Mm,
Next, last one is, now this one is really last, that is deliberate.
okay. Deliberate means which you are aware of something and you are doing it. Still, you are doing it.
Hmm. Absolutely. Something which you are doing consciously, you are aware of.
Conscious.
Intentionally, you are doing. Intentionally, consciously, you can say. All the words are commonly used: deliberate, conscious, intentional. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. So, what
Just
is
remember.
that one thing you do deliberately when it comes to speaking English or when it comes to mastering English?
Uh, Deliberately, I try to I try to force myself to deliver my sentences deliberately.
Hmm. You really uh, try your level best to use great words and make a sentence in a right and appropriate manner in order
Right.
to make the other person
Yes.
understand it and in a clear and sophisticated manner. Great. I want to give you one task to use that deliberately with other people when you connect to other YouTubers or other people over Zoom call or any meeting. Try to maintain the eye contact intentionally, deliberately.
Mm,
Okay. When you talk, when you were talking to me, you were looking at like at the roof, I guess. I know, I get it. I totally get it because I had the same issue. When we are recalling something, when we are trying to remember something, then we look here and there,
mm,
or maybe like as you were looking at the roof. I totally get it because
mm.
I also faced it earlier. Now I am able to
Ma'am.
maintain it because I am habitual of and I have talked to more than
Mm,
700 people. That is why. So you don't need to worry about it. Just need a little, attention. Just do it
mm.
deliberately a few times and then you will become habitual of. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. One of my friend, he always used to think about and start creating sentences or something creative. So he always look at the roof or he always look at top. So I always try to that kind of thing so that I can also use my creative mind. You know, it is also related to our mind that if we look at top and the right side or left side, then we can connect or we can create new something creative.
Oh, okay. That's a trick.
And
Okay.
yeah, this is the trick. And ma'am, you can also try it. Like there are many people in this. Whenever they speak, they always try to look at roof or the left side or right side.
Oh.
And when they look at the right side, it means they are creating their sentence consciously. And if they are looking at the left side, then they are remembering that what was happened before.
Oh,
It was connected with their past.
sounds interesting. I know a little bit about
Mhm.
left brain and right brain, but uh, in one shot, I guess I got it. Like when the person was, I guess, kind of a person who talks about these things, and then the person was
Hmm.
zooming the someone's video and talking about the person's eyes and the lips, if the lips are a little tight, if the lips are opened, if that smile is a little wide, if it is so there are certain traits because of it the person can get okay if the person is interested to talk to you or not, and like this kind of stuff
Yeah,
I
you
watched
can
a little
read
bit.
someone's mind.
That's how I guess
Like you can read
maybe
someone's mind.
people do
Yes.
that.
Say.
Yeah.
Recently, I have watched your video, and in that video, I think you are connected with a ma'am, and she told you to do the exercise of active listening, if I'm
Hmm.
not wrong. And
She told me to do the active listening.
yeah, in the she was the co-founder or founder of Speaky
Oh,
AI,
oh, Sparky
Sparky AI.
AI. Okay, she was not saying me
Yes.
to do the listening, active listening. She is telling everybody that
Yeah.
the different,
Hmm.
yes, the things which are required in order to master. So she was talking about these. So she mentioned a lot of things there.
No, no, no. I mean that you said in that video that you are like I am using I am trying to interfering and disturbing
Hmm.
someone else while they are speaking, while they are delivering their thoughts. So I always try to like interfere or some kind of that was happened.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This happens with me,
You
and
said
still
it.
it happens, but I feel it so more engaging when I am into it. And sometimes what
Yeah.
happens when the person is not able to recall any word in order to say the thing, and if I
Mm,
get it, like if I understand, okay, the person, what the person wants to say, then I immediately tell the word, okay, this is the word, or
respond.
this is you can use. So it is in my habit, and
Mm.
it's not that much that much bigger one, I sometimes do that. Yeah, so
No,
yes.
it is not like, I just want to add that you are not doing it wrongly, or you are just doing it very well mannered, so that other person feel comfortable while talking with you. So you just add your sentences with them so that they can able to express themselves.
Absolutely. When I come across people who are learners, then I think it's great. Like we are in a normal conversation, but in official, like professional settings, it's a kind of a maybe different thing. Like you have to raise your hand, and then you
Mm,
have to, and it happens when
mm,
the one person is like there are a huge table we have seen in movies and all. The huge
yeah.
table, five people
Mm,
are sitting this side, right side, five people are sitting left side, and the boss is there. So the one person is giving the presentation. Then if there is somebody who has doubt, they have to raise hand and they have to
raise
ask.
hand.
And so this is a different professional setting, and here we are into a normal like conversation. So I think
Yeah.
it's not a that much big deal. And even in the professional settings, I am very sure that I will not do this, because you become already conscious about all other people, and then about your
Yes, ma'am.
doubt, your question, so it comes automatically in your personality. It's not that much, I guess, big thing to worry about. Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to add this, that you
Thank you
don't
so
need to
much.
you don't need to worry about that. You need to be a active listener. You are already an active listener. That's why you are adding your thoughts to them.
Mm, that that's
Mm,
really great to know that you watch my videos attentively and you observed everything, and even you remember what the person said, what the person suggested. That's great. Okay, so you
mhm,
accepted the challenge, and you have done great job, because not only vocabulary you told, the meanings you told, even you learned two to three words new here. At the same time, that
mm,
the way you presented is great. It's really remarkable,
mm.
and I would just tell you that all the very best for the things that you have been already doing and pursuing. And I'd say that keep doing it. One day you will get the
Mm.
desired results, and you will achieve the fluency. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So before winding up the session, do you have anything just to tell at the end? Because we have only one or two more minutes. Yes, 2 more minutes.
And that was the only thing that I wanted to say, is that I had already told you.
Okay, then great. Okay, then thank you so
Okay.
much for connecting to me, and thank you so much for participating wholeheartedly. It was really
Thank
great
you,
talking
ma'am.
to you. Yeah, I enjoy talking to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're
Thank you, ma'am,
welcome.
and thank you for your precious time and that you have given me time. And I suppose that you were not able to connect with me because you have a lot of people to connect. And why would you choose me? But you replied me. Thank you for that, ma'am.
I reply everyone. I'm not like that, but yes, many people think like this, like, oh, I will not maybe reply, but yes, I connect to ordinary people, and this is how I have
Hmm.
become. This is how it has helped me a lot. So I will not quit that. I'll just keep doing it, and I love talking to people from diverse background. Everybody loves talking to people who are rich and already settled in their life and achieved their dreams. Everybody loves, but who is going to talk to the ordinary person then? Who is going to have
Yes,
conversation with
ma'am.
them then? So it's great to connect to ordinary people, because we come from the same kind of background, same kind of,
Background.
yeah. So the people are able to connect to me at the bigger level, so that's what I
Hmm.
love the most. So it was great.
Yeah, the extraordinary people, they are already doing well, and
Hmm,
we should talk about the ordinary people, the
absolutely.
common.
Ordinary people have a lot of things to discuss and to share, because
Hmm.
they struggle the most. They find their
Hmm.
ways, they try and test, and then grow in life. So this is something interesting
Hmm.
already. So that is why I love connecting to people.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.